Are you ready to get your jury hung?
It's my favorite kind of jury. Oh,
I
and
don't
this
remember
guy,
it now.
Carl. Carl is a
What
fucking
is
daddy.
he's a
Wow.
he is stacked.
He is
I think
he's
he's
a
kind of wearing shoulder
man.
pads. Look at his
He
shoulders.
he is very good looking.
He
Carl.
is
Hi.
how you doing, Carl? How you doing, Carl? Busy day.
I bet it
Too
was
many
the
things to
best
do.
sex of his life.
Wife in a coma sex is the best.
Title of episode?
Jesus. I don't know. Think about it. Oh,
Tonight on Murder,
oh,
She Wrote.
spicy.
I saw skin.
Hey, hey, this is Victor Vaughn,
This is Petrified.
and this
And this
is
is Tonight
Tonight
on Murder,
on Murder,
She
She
Wrote.
Wrote. Are you ready to get your jury hung?
Uh, it's my favorite kind of jury. Uh, I love the genre shift that we're going into for this episode.
This is one of my husband's least favorite episodes.
Yes,
He
you've told
finds
me.
the storytelling and device in this he finds utterly inscrutable, but
What is it about it
I
that he
like it.
doesn't like? I like it. I think it's fun. I
He
think
doesn't,
that the
yeah.
twist is fun. I think, yeah.
I just don't think it's his. I don't think he likes finding clues along the way via flashback. I think he likes things with a more direct narrative. Um,
Hmm.
and that's fine. That's just
It does bounce all over the place.
it does.
Like we're like this
Um,
timeline, this timeline, this timeline, this timeline. Just like that. No do do do
I
do 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 or anything.
I think this is a really complicated episode though, and so I love that. I also think that it
Yeah.
shows the imperfection of the judicial system, which
Oh
again I
yeah.
feel like he should be all about, because he has issues with the imperfection of the judicial system. Um, but yeah, it just doesn't vibe with him, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We still watch it on a fairly regular basis, all things
Hmm.
considered.
Hmm. It's
I think
fun. It's really
I
fun.
think
We get so many characters.
several
Um,
returning actors too,
yeah,
actors
yeah.
who have been in that we've seen previously, some legends in the field as well.
Totally. Still getting like not the most fun parts, but better in this one. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean this is trial
Our
by
friend
error.
Vicky, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is episode 13 of season 2, and we have stumbled upon a terrible wreck.
A car accident. Wow. Look at that little red sports car. Ran into
Yeah,
an electrical post. Husband
now
is
this,
outside
yeah,
screaming,
he
"Get
looks
my wife to
fine.
the hospital."
He seems fine.
Yeah, yeah. It's quite a
Uh,
moment.
the
Quite a
husband
set
is
piece.
named Mark Reynolds,
Hmm.
as played by Tony Bill, who is really actually he's done some acting, but he's also done a lot of like directing and such.
Yeah, he's good in this. He's really good.
He's saying a kid he they swerved. He was the driver. They swerved. His wife
Right.
didn't have a seatbelt on. She's a wreck right now.
She
She had to
never
be
wears a
pulled out with
seatbelt. I always wear my seatbelt.
she had to be pulled out with the jaws of life.
He thinks it's his fault. It's his
And
fault.
yeah,
Um,
he does have some scrapes.
I mean, he
I gotta
what?
say.
I mean, I wonder that the whole time. Like, what a risk. Wait, I don't want to give anything away, but like, never mind.
What
I'll talk about it
how
later.
how fortuitous that he is not also more wounded.
And like that, when we get to it, but that's a risk to
Yeah.
take too. Like,
Well,
you don't
okay.
really know.
I think we can at least say that
He runs by screaming. I love it. He's like, do you remember
I know.
Cindy in Scary Movie?
I
As
do.
he
I was
runs
about to
away, that's
mention
how he
Cindy and
runs
Scary
away.
Movie.
Uh,
He runs like Anna Faris.
I'm sorry that my messy
The mom
life
is
isn't good enough.
um,
He run to
but
the local bar.
he does one of several bars that which we hear about that there are several options, but he stops here
Hmm.
where he meets this lady in a red dress named
Becky
Becky,
Anderson.
as
Becky,
played by Doran Clark. I've never heard the name Doran before.
no, it's beautiful.
Doran.
Yeah.
Doran. Um,
She gives me such Anne Hathaway vibes. Do you
Interesting.
like a
Okay.
young Anne Hathaway?
Well, she's one
She
of
certainly looks
the
like her.
she's one of the daughters in Deadly Lady. We've seen her
Is
before.
she? Which one
Yeah,
is she?
she's Nancy, who I think is the pink pump
Is the
wearer.
pink shoe who, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay.
that's her. Yeah,
Yeah, I kept thinking
yep.
she looked like a young Anne Hathaway, even in the way she sort of sounds, but she looks so much like her.
There's
Ooh,
a
and
weird
this sleaze
aside
are
here.
watching. Ugh,
Yeah,
gross.
like right out of like a Rat Pack movie.
Hmm.
Again, I love how Murder She Wrote plays fast and loose with what era we're in. The
Yeah.
1980s were fascinated with the 40s. Like we saw this with like Big Business, and we saw this with like this sort of noir, like
We're literally in
Hitchcockian De
prohibition
Palma.
sometimes. Like, come
I
on.
love it. I love it. But he's there and he's looking at Becky. He's looking at Becky. That Becky is chatting up this man. He doesn't know who the man is. And look at that waist on Becky. Goodness gracious.
She's just a
Snatched.
live little thing.
The shoulder pads. Look,
Incredibly
you can
lovely.
see him.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
see it through. Meanwhile, he is there covered in blood spatter, like he was hit
Drinking.
by a bus.
Yeah. Telling
And
everybody
she
a
says,
sob story.
"Could a neighborhood stranger give you a cup of coffee?" I think romance might be in the air.
What the hell? Like, why would not someone there say, hey, your wife is in the hospital. I don't think you're going to be happy with this choice. Maybe you should stay here and sober up. Like, no one said that.
Well,
Are people just
the
not
only
good that way?
person
I don't know.
you stay out of people's business sometimes.
Well, I
But
guess.
I think the bartender's really the only one who heard any of the conversation. But he was like, "Oh, I didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about." Good old Jerry.
I
He
didn't
knows
see
when to keep his
nothing.
memory loose.
Yeah. But apparently Becky's husband, Carl, is a jealous type, and so he has all these goons all over the place who see Becky and Mark at the bar and leave together.
Yeah, yeah. Now this is Willie, who you
Ugh.
may recognize from It's a
Ugh.
Dog's Life. Do you remember Willie here? He's the one who had that cast. He said the dog bit him.
Yes.
There he is again.
He had the character name that I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
and
don't
this
remember
guy,
it now.
Carl. Carl is a
What
fucking
is
daddy.
he's a
Wow.
he is stacked.
He is
I think
he's
he's
a
kind of wearing shoulder
man.
pads. Look at his
He
shoulders.
he
There
is very good looking and
we have a scant moment with him.
yeah. I hate that he being the way he looks, he has to play
Macho.
like a macho uber violent dude.
Well, such
Makes him a
is
little
life.
less attractive, but
He dead. Who cares? He's we don't have
he
to
is
we don't
dead.
have to we don't have to worry.
He is the
He's also
death in
fictitious.
question.
He's also fictitious, but so do you remember the name of the guy who ratted him out? Is the guy who saw Becky calls Carl to say, "Hey, your wife is chatting up this boy and bring him to her
The guy who
room."
rats, the greasy guy with the bad teeth.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name was.
Arthur?
I'll see it here. Let's see.
I don't remember if
Oh,
he's
I
called
don't
to the
know.
stand.
I don't know. He does get called up and they say his name. Maybe it's not even on the short list here. Callahan? No, there's so many. This is such a big cast. So many of these people are jurors. I'm looking at this and it's just a blur. Here we are.
John Davis Chandler is the actor.
Okay.
And he, I know because of another Madonna reference, he is the doctor in Body of Evidence.
Oh my God.
And he was our
Uh,
murder victim in Murder Takes the Bus.
this was the same guy?
Same guy.
Oh, he is greasy.
Yep. I told you this episode is rife with
Oh,
returning visitors. We
Detweiler.
have look at him like that guy in the
Yeah, gross
orange
name.
wool in the
Yeah.
wool. He worked for Horrible Horatio. We
Yeah,
have
he's the Swede. He's the Swede.
He's the Swede, and we have another guy who worked for Horatio who stole the money and lost and dropped it all over the floor.
Which one? Not him.
He's the no, no, the nebbish one. We'll see him in a second. He's got glasses and a receding hairline. Richard Sanders. He's coming up. Him right there next to yeah, right there in the middle. You see him?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Audience at home, I'm sure it's
With the
fascinating for when I
yeah, yeah.
say, look at him. That guy right there. That's the guy who was embezzling the money with horrible Horatio, and he
Uh-huh. He
gets
was the one
stopped.
who
And
at the airport and he drops his stuff. He's like,
yeah,
it's not my, what does he say? He's like,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
mine, or I can't
It's
remember.
all I have. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
all
all I have. That's
you have
it.
it.
Yeah.
You have it all.
It's
Like
mine.
where
It's mine.
don't go anywhere. Where
It's
could
my
I go?
money.
You have it.
Jessica
Um,
is the what? She's the
and
forewoman here?
yeah, and I didn't even say another one. The blonde,
Yeah.
who's right over here in the most different face look, is fucking Trish from It's a Dog's Life
Oh my
again.
God, it is.
Hang on,
With
not this one. Hang on.
the
The one with the blonde hair. She's coming.
not Vicki Lawrence, obviously, who is wearing that turtleneck to filth, Henny.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, that is her. That is her. Yeah. The one the brunette. Yeah.
Yeah, with the orange sort of business,
Yep.
and she's like, I run a
Uh-huh.
business too. Yeah.
That's
That's
Trish.
Trish.
Minus the accent.
She's looking very good with her head in
It's a
place.
cavalcade of Murder She Wrote stars. My God,
Wow. Wow, wow,
my
wow,
work is
wow,
cut out for me on the Instagram.
wow. Get it going. Vroom, vroom.
That car accident, I don't know if we've even gone that car accident led to Carl's death because
Yes.
uh uh Mark Mark his wife is dead. She died uh
From the car
presumably from
accident,
the car accident.
her injuries
Or so
sustained. She was
so
also
like
not going to be able to walk regardless, which
yeah,
is
unlikely. Yeah.
terrible. Oh my God. Um,
But they're saying that he was shacking up with Becky when Carl came home and they killed Carl. They're saying, well,
in
Carl was trying to
self-defense.
kill Becky
Yeah.
and they hit him with what, poker. It's always a fireplace poker.
Yeah, they love that.
They do
Because it's
love
always
that.
there. It's always in a living
Yeah,
room with a fireplace, right?
yeah,
Easy. Deadly
easy.
weapon. Those things just hanging around. Jesus. It's like Chekhov's crossbow. It's gonna
It,
cause a problem. Yeah.
we also have this gentleman here who is very anti-rich person, very anti-lawyer. He
Very
plays
passionate.
Thornton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, this is again the connections to 12 Angry Men can't go unacknowledged. It's the most famous
Right.
jury play ever. Um, and everyone in
This is
that
really homage to
comes
that. This episode is designed
largely, yeah.
to be that. It's taking
Yeah.
that trope and that
The
incredibly sort of
difference is that this one gives us backstory that we never see in 12 Angry Men. In
that's
12
true.
Angry Men, we never see footage of the murder in that case.
Right.
We never even see bits of the trial played back, and here we do.
This is all like fantasy,
Um,
right? Because we see people's perspectives. We see a lot of different points of view of the same scene. Like we just saw that Carl walked in on Mark and Becky when they had just made love and they were unclothed and whatever, whatever. But then later we see a reenactment of the same time frame where it's not that, where they're fully dressed, and then we see one that
right.
actually happened,
Well,
right?
because
Like it's a
the
lot
quote
of like
unquote
keeping track of what happened. Yeah,
the flashbacks are really just visual versions of what they're telling. They're not
exactly,
necessarily flashbacks. Let's
exactly.
get just a quick moment of Mark getting out of the bed, though. My
Yeah,
goodness.
okay. Becky holding her tits. It's very
Well,
cinematic.
she has to do that. You
It's
know,
very Anne Hathaway, Brokeback Mountain. You know
women
what I mean?
can't show their breasts. They have to cover it with a sheet unless they're Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction. It's what the rule. It's the rule. Also, I've mentioned a number of times that there are Murder She Wrote actors who appear in uh Batman the animated series, and I do want to say
Hmm.
also that Thornton who is Lucius Fox, who is the inventor that Batman works with in Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, fun.
That
I
was a
love
very
the
formative
voiceover
show for me
crossovers.
in the 90s. So
That was on WB, right?
that was on Fox.
Fox. Okay.
Yeah. And then
I don't
Fox
think I
and Warner
watched it
Brothers
then.
is afternoon TV. And then they also did new episodes on Saturday mornings,
Hmm.
late Saturday morning, like 11.
We were definitely like
Um,
Nickelodeon kids. So we
mm,
watched we didn't really watch Fox or some people like PBS
hmm
and they'd watch like Wishbone. Never.
yeah.
Never saw it.
Well, that's way after my era.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Anyway.
42, Petra. Thank you.
How dare you say it
Um,
out loud?
well,
You now
listen,
implicate me.
I you now implicate me. Um, what I would say is that yeah, the new Batman Adventures came out on WB at some point or another. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's so weird. Again, we've talked about like who owns what and when. We've Rights
Oh, I
are
know.
weird.
Who can keep track? Okay, what the hell is happening in this episode?
Oh, they're talking
Okay,
about
okay, I'm going to
if it was
complain about
self-defense.
something for because basically we could sum up what happened in this episode probably in 5 minutes, right? Because it's a lot of just watching them go through the process of breaking things down. There's a lot of time in this episode spent in this juror room with people just saying like, "Let's get out of here." No, give her a chance to say what she wants to say, and just everybody just like giving their little 2 cents here and there. And I find it really exhausting. It's the thing I don't
Well,
like about this episode. There's a lot of
to be
just like
fair,
infighting in the juror room.
that's 12 Angry Men. That's what they
I mean,
do.
I get it, but I feel like oddly those are the pieces that I was like, okay, 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 yes, yes, you want out of here. You're willing to stay. I got it. It's established. Let's just keep moving. Let's talk about the clues. It becomes a lot about the bickering and
Clues.
like the how do you know what running a business is like? Ha, blah, blah. It's very like everybody's in a huff
Right,
and
right.
like calm down, folks.
Well, you know.
Let's do
Oh,
it. Let's
and
talk about the case.
of our folks on the jury, I would also be remiss if I didn't mention that Margot, who is our knitting lady who watches soap operas, is Greta Wagner, Lorraine's mother from Golden Girls. She is she for real? Uh
Oh my
does
gosh.
does Ella shatter glass? And she is
That
wonderful.
is her, isn't it?
That is her. That is
Just
her.
sitting here knitting the whole time.
And we have also fully ignored the fact that the most famous juror person is Vicki Lawrence of the
Vicki
Carol
Lawrence is
Burnett
in the
Show
room too.
and
Well,
Mama's
I think it's
Family.
because it's not a very fun character.
Another
It's
return
like a
visit.
little
She's no longer on the cruise line.
uh-uh.
It's
She's
just,
not here with her single
again,
friend, her single gal pal.
no.
No,
I
now
mean, of
she's
the two
much
of them,
more
Joanne Worley was the fun one anyway.
truly.
But here she's kind of a sycophant. She's basically
Yeah.
like buttering Jessica up. That's a fascinating concept though, because Jessica would never have been put on this jury. There's absolutely no
No
way any
way.
lawyer, self-respecting lawyer, would not have recused her or
And how
excused her.
lucky that she's the forewoman also.
Yeah, it's
Like she is running
impossible.
the show. Yeah, would never happen.
I was on a
Love it
jury
though.
once
Eat it up.
where, yeah, I was on a jury once where the plaintiff was suing someone who happened to work for Verizon. It had nothing to do with Verizon, but anyone who had Verizon was excused in case of a conflict of interest, or you would look at that person in some way. Like, there's no way a murder fiction
No,
writer, is going to be foreperson.
never. Never. Oh, we get to meet all
Oh,
these witnesses too. This guy's funny. Can
he
we hear him a
is
little bit?
he is
He's my
auditioning.
favorite little cameo.
He is auditioning.
Uh-huh. He's so cute.
That you should say and every whodunit's got to have a few, right? And there's one that I have a very hard time
Trish, you look great.
A couple of things have been puzzling me also.
Oh, great. Another
Such a
cunt to be
dick.
heard from.
Well, excuse me, but I was
Fenton
bothered by
Harris.
what
That's who
transpired
who we're
this
looking
evening.
at now.
Yes, Jackie.
Yeah.
So was I.
My motel
Called to By the
Here it
Way.
is.
Always
By the
had
way.
that name. My wife picked it. Used to call her. She always got what she wanted.
Will you tell the court where it's located?
About 15 miles north of town. Out on
This is the skipper, by the way, from Gilligan's Island.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Oh my gosh. He's great. He's so funny in this.
That's a little joke.
Mr. Harris, please.
You're asking if he ever came
He
to my
did.
hotel. He did. 4, 5, 6 times maybe.
He's important because he's saying that Becky
Yeah.
and
They didn't just
Mark,
meet that night. He saw them together before this
so they
happened.
were either sleeping together, having an affair, or
Tell the court
plotting
if you recognize
the death
anyone
of
else.
Carl.
Why did they make a fake
Do I recognize her?
meetup, a fake first meet?
Like I told you before, I think I've seen her once with Mr. Reynolds. Didn't
Well, because they thought they'd
Something's
get away
not
with it, for one
something's not
thing.
right
Like
here. Something's afoot.
they didn't think they'd have to explain this in trial. They thought this was
No.
pretty cut and dry.
I think they say that a few times in this episode. Cut and dry. Cut and dry self-defense.
Also, Fenton says that he saw them 3
Making
months
it
ago,
6 weeks prior.
Hmm
6 weeks before the murder. How fast-tracked was this trial?
I mean, it seems real speedy.
Real fast. I know we're
Yeah.
all
For
supposedly
like a
entitled to
serious
one by the
murder trial.
Constitution,
Yeah.
but damn. I don't remember like even the O.J. Simpson trial happening that much faster than when he was
No.
arrested.
No, no, no. God, I remember watching that trial when I was like homesick from school as a kid. That's
Mm-hmm.
so weird.
Mm-hmm. Lasted forever.
Yikes. I remember watching the Bronco chase on the
Uh-huh.
news. That's when
Yep.
we all like would
Same.
just watch the news.
Look, because it interrupted the
Channel
shows.
9.
Now we have 24-hour news. They don't need to interrupt TV anymore. But back
Yeah.
in the day, you had to interrupt regular TV to get that in.
And you'd be watching like a sitcom and then there'd be like a band at the bottom like White Bronco has geez.
Breaking news. Yep.
Now we're really dating
Yep.
ourselves.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing too.
This
Again,
is the proof,
cur
folks.
current events notwithstanding, 24-hour news has really changed how we view crime and how we view suspects. Um,
Sure.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but I kind of have to use that as an example. We've had a recent politically motivated civilian assassination, and the change in reporting hour to hour has been
Oh,
fascinating and depressing to watch.
it's too much, man.
And they haven't even gotten to the fucking trial yet. Can you
Mm-mm.
imagine?
No.
How do you select a jury after you've thrown up all of these possibilities? Like it must be, I mean, I can't
It's
imagine.
we are spinning in a circle down a drain.
A
It
mess,
is
an
so
absolute mess.
chaotic. And wow.
Oh, I love this. There's this great moment where Vicki Lawrence is sycophantic and Trish, she's just Trish for us. Just as like, okay, shut the fuck up, bitch. I
Yeah,
love
she
it.
has
I
no
love
other identity. She's Trish or a woman in orange look.
it.
That's who she is. And who's this blondie? I want to think he's cute, but I
Hi.
don't find him cute.
Different styling with the hair, I think might help.
Like this mullet is not doing it.
Heavens, is that what you think? All I'm trying to do is to examine both sides.
And examine and examine
Well,
and
I,
and
for one,
examine.
cannot find any fault with that. Right on.
Right on cue, honey.
We know what
Why don't you get your
one
head
wants
caught
us
in a
to
gate?
believe.
Uh, let's see, what is that? The young man's name. It's hard to be sure because I like we haven't spent a whole lot of time
He's very
saying
defiant
names.
at
Oh, there he
first,
is.
like it was self-defense, and then he changes his tune pretty quickly and is pretty vocal, but
Um,
he does nothing else but parrot other people.
his name is Gary Frank. His big claim to fame is a series called Family, which aired 76 to 1980, and
Okay,
which
that's fair.
starred, of which he was a star, alongside Meredith Baxter.
Man, there are so many
Um,
like sitcoms that were on that we just have just faded into obscurity. We don't watch in syndication. They existed, but
mhm,
only in like lore. It's so crazy.
mhm. Let's see. Do we know? No, this is his only Murder, She Wrote appearance.
Hmm.
And but he did do he did do the regular. He was Charlie's Angels, TJ Hooker, Ironside. He did the rounds.
Yeah.
Um, and trying to see. He's I don't remember who he is in this because they talk a lot about what everyone's individual professions are, but he seems to be both someone who uh do you I mean they go back and forth, but I think he's of the mind that Mark is innocent or at least shouldn't be charged
Yeah. Yeah.
with this crime.
Most of them are at first.
Keeping in mind that Becky has not been on trial yet
Yeah.
because
He's on
they're
trial
trying
first.
these cases separately, right? And they're not trying him for the death of his wife. They're trying him for the death of Carl. The death of
Right.
his wife, in theory, is a
She
closed
died
case.
after the
Yeah.
accident, just of her
He's not being charged with
injuries.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Just
Nope,
so
nope,
happens that it
nope.
happened the same day. Busy day.
There's a lot. See, this is a long ass day. I think we were talking about this in the last episode, but there's just like a day in your life where everything happens. This is one of those days for these people.
And again, Jessica could be a little bit plainer with her analysis. She could be like, well, maybe this happened, this happened, this happened. But she's letting this not just draw out, but people come to their
Oh,
own conclusions.
she is. She is. She's such a teacher, right? And kind of a good one. But that's a little maddening too, because you know she has a thought. You
Oh,
know
that's
she has
funny.
something on her mind, but she doesn't say it outright. And you're like,
I've never
Jessica,
really thought about that he's a
what?
teacher. That is such a teacher thing.
It is,
Damn.
right?
That's a really good point. That's a really good point. And that actually is why she is so good as a
At
comparison to
manipulating
the
people too.
detectives. Yeah. Well, because the
She is,
detectives will tell you what they think. She
yeah.
wants you to find out for yourself. Hmm.
Uh-huh. She like knows how to get these people really thinking. That's what she's doing. She's getting these people to use their critical thinking skills in this room.
Which they should be doing at jury. But they all
Right?
just want to be done with it. They
No,
all just want to be
I
done
mean
with it.
some of them are pretty thin archetypes, right? Like the guy who's kind of lawyerish and he's the one that's the most vocal about I want to get out of here.
He's
This is cut and
the
dry. This
radio
yeah,
DJ, right?
is
He's
that what he
the
is? I think
I
so.
think so. And again, that's another public figure. It's very unlikely that public figures
Yeah.
would be brought into this. You still have to go,
Because where did this
but
take place? Is this in Cabot Cove?
it has to be. She wouldn't have been called. You have to go in your jurisdiction.
But like there's no police presence or medical
There
presence that we
is,
would
I know. You would
otherwise see in
see
Cabot Cove,
Amos.
right? It feels like it must be somewhere else. And so why is she on this jury?
I mean,
Wouldn't she be on her
I
local
can't try
juries?
a jury in
Is this
Nevada.
like a
It
grand
has to
jury?
be.
Like, I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
I know I was called for jury duty once and I got out of it.
Maybe this is a state thing because it's a federal crime.
I don't know.
That's a good point. I've only ever done civil stuff. Yeah, actually, folks at home, if you're this would be a great episode to bring an expert in. We've talked previously
Oh,
about,
absolutely, yeah.
yeah,
Like, what's all the red tape? What's all the bureaucracy in this
yeah.
process? How does this happen?
I mean, the thing is though, for us, because we're civilians and Jessica is our eyes and ears. We talked about that last episode too.
Hmm.
We don't need to know all of that. We just have to because they're people. They're not involved in
Yeah,
law. So we are learning this just as they are, and we can be as ignorant as they are.
yeah,
But in theory, they should have a little bit more direction too.
yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, we only
This
have the
is
48 minutes, right, to come up
well,
with
and
all
but
these and these all these people.
it's one of the
Um,
complications of having peer juries.
yeah.
You're dealing with people where everyone's from their own walks of life, and I personally do not believe that there is such a thing as an unbiased person. I just don't.
Oh, we all have implicit bias. Yeah.
But in theory, we're told that people don't, and I don't buy it.
No,
It's
it's
just
not
not
true.
my I don't yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Um I'm actually a really I think I would be a good juror, but I'm not good for this type for I would be a good juror, but I'm not what people are looking for in juries. How about
Oh, fair.
that?
They did want me to stay and be on a jury panel for it was a we maybe even talked about this on the podcast before, but
Anyway,
it wasn't it was a civil case, I think. And it was like an artist who got a procedure at a medical office done and something went wrong and they were suing the doctor and blah 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 blah. And they wanted me to be on the jury panel because I mentioned that I was sort of a performer and artist
right,
on my
right.
questionnaire, and they were like, "Oh, we want his perspective." Um, but I was just like, I just said to the guy when day one ended, like, I really just can't be here. I can't. Please just let me go.
Let me
And
go.
I
Let me
feel a little
go.
shamed about that because I should have just done it, but whatever.
Not if you feel you wouldn't like that's the other thing too is that we have this sort of
I felt like immediately when they were like, "Oh, you're an artist." Okay, yeah. I felt like I was being used for
yeah,
something. And I was like,
this
"No, I don't
presumption
feel
of duty.
comfortable."
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just so like I understand that it's our right and it's our responsibility.
Yeah.
However, I think it's also we've made it not I don't want to say fun because it shouldn't be fun, but we've degraded it into a hassle. We've made it into a
I
hassle to
know it
serve on a
really is.
jury.
Well,
And
because
that's
you don't
because
get compensated for it,
capitalism.
and if you don't work for the right people, then you don't get paid for those days of work if you have to work. It can be really it can really fuck with your life financially. Um, yeah, it does. There are circumstances that don't make it easy to be on a jury panel. Some people like it; they want to do it.
Oh yeah. There are people who go to juries just to watch. There are people
There's
in
yeah,
this gallery who are just here to watch. And
there are
if
people
I
in the
had
jury panel.
a different life, maybe I would, because
Yeah,
I'd be curious.
one woman
I'd
says
go to
she
the
served like
courthouse and
six
just watch.
juries.
Hmm.
Six juries, one of these women says. That's crazy. That sounds like hell.
What when
I would get
I
so swept
when
up in it emotionally. I am too emotional.
mm,
I would not be able to decide if it were something like this.
yeah, when I served, there was at least someone who had done a grand jury and at least this and this, and they were so close. And then they asked what
Hmm.
shows they watched, and she mentioned Judge
Oh,
Judy and Law and Order, and
oh
they
no.
excused her. Yeah,
Because it gives you like an idea of what you think,
that you're
preconceived
already
notion about
looking.
what the
I think
court
because you're
system
already
looks like. And
right. You're
yeah,
too analytical, and you're
hmm,
getting a false view of what that is.
true.
Judge Judy is not
Yeah.
reality. Law and Order is not reality. This is not reality.
Who's this little pistol, by the way? She's the
The
woman in the green,
the
sort of
one
the
who has
green
served
sagey.
six juries. She's
The
the one
one
who
what?
served six times. She's the one
Yeah,
who
I think
served
that
six
is her.
times.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Two murder trials, she says.
Sally? Is that Sally? That might be Sally.
She's a cute little thing in this episode.
Yeah, I think that's Sally. Her actress is named Arlene Golonka. Best estimation
All
I
right.
have.
All right.
Uh, oh, she passed a couple of years ago at
Okay.
85. Again, a lot of the regular stuff in the heat of the night, Drexel's class, Matlock. Nothing major. Nothing major for her.
Hmm.
And she does appear again in a future episode. Oh, I know who she is. She's Preston Giles' secretary when he comes back. Spoiler alert. The one who screams a lot.
No
I
way.
don't know if you remember. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
No way.
In the future one, yeah, when Preston comes back, he has a secretary who's afraid of everything, and she screams a
Press
lot, and that's her.
Preston Giles comes back?
Yes, darling.
Why don't I remember that?
I don't know, but he does.
He's from the first episode, right?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, and he comes back. Why don't I
yes, he
remember
has a.
that?
I don't know. He comes back
I,
in season 7. We have a long way to go.
oh, you know
He's
why? Because I
right
generally
now. He's in
watch on
prison.
Prime, which only has 1 through 6. So it's
6.
been probably
Yeah,
years since I saw that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He'll be back in season 7. He's in jail right now.
All right. Thinking about Jessica, trying to get back
Basically.
with her. There's so much happening on this TV screen that we're not talking about.
I mean, because we can sum it up.
This again, like there's so much talk in this episode and like bickering. Um, we were talking about the gun at one point, like where did the gun come from? It was
Did Carl bring it
unregistered.
with him?
Yeah.
Did Becky have it?
He did
She
get
says he had it with him and threatened them with it. That's why
right,
they killed him.
right.
And that he was facing Becky about to shoot her when Mark hit him with the um, fire
Yes.
poker
Yes.
because they were in a state of undress when he stormed in on them in bed.
Right.
The other argument is that he stormed in on them, they were not in bed, and that they are using that as an excuse.
Yeah.
Another possibility is that he was dead and then Mark showed up again because somehow he has to get back to the hospital because he's
Hmm.
there when he finds out that his wife is dead.
Yes.
Um, and other stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot
There's
of
the
pieces.
neighbor. Have we met the neighbor yet? Who was like, I think we did. The neighbor who
We
said that
did, yeah,
the car was blocking his driveway, Carl's car.
at a
Saw
certain
Carl
time.
show up, yeah.
Yeah,
And they should have called the police within like 5 to 10 minutes of him showing up, but it wasn't until hours later that the police showed up. So that means that Carl was there for a long time before the police showed up. That doesn't match the story.
yeah, because of course the
So
police
all of these
can't
things.
not show up for a non-violent "this car is in my driveway"
Right.
situation.
Right.
I have a feeling if I were to make that call now, it would be probably at least 2 hours.
Oh, geez.
Like again, remember the neighbor's not saying, "Oh, I heard a murder." He's
No.
saying, "There's a car in my driveway."
Yeah, basically. Because Mark supposedly called the police like right after Carl had come in and they fought and hit him on the head.
Right. They called the police because
Yeah.
they say that they
Yeah.
were
Hmm.
um acting in self-defense.
But what happened in those hours in between?
I don't
What
know.
happened?
Ah,
What else? What other clues have they talked about so far? We had the uh, hotel owner
who
played
said that he saw them
wonderfully. Yeah,
um
we had the bartender who basically said like, yeah, she comes in all the
a
time.
lot.
Uh, he had never been in before.
Mm, right. He didn't recognize him.
Yeah,
The height of the murder also, there seems to be a discussion about where the
there
powder
were
burns
only
were.
fingerprints. There were fingerprints of the two men on the poker,
Mhm.
the fireplace poker, and the gun. The gun residue
And
was
in
on
theory,
the two
Mark
men.
had just had a car accident. His
Yeah,
adrenaline has must
and
have
so his like
passed
left
by
shoulder
now
was all fucked up.
and still managed to have vigorous sex,
Yeah,
in
and then
theory.
like fight with a gun in his hand.
Busy day.
I bet
Too
it was
many
the
things to
best
do.
sex of his life.
Wife in a coma sex is the best.
Title of episode?
Jesus. I don't know. Think about it.
She's still knitting away. She is
She
knitting
is.
away.
She is.
Well, then there's this
There are
decrepit old
definitely,
man we
I
haven't even
know.
talked
Well,
about.
he's
Ebenezer Scrooge
he's
there. Jesus.
oh yeah. Oh God. He is somebody too. He almost looks like um
This Bob Newhart
like
lookalike does nothing.
I know. Well, they can't all shine.
Not everybody can wear an orange dress. Where are we? What are they talking
Josh
about?
Corbin. So Tom Ewell is the older gentleman. Oh, he was the lead, or he was in yeah, he was the lead in 7 Year Itch.
Hmm.
Um, he
Okay.
was the one who kept fantasizing about Marilyn Monroe. Oh wow,
Yeah.
he's got quite a resume. The Girl Can't Help It, Adam's Rib with Katharine Hepburn. Yeah,
Hmm.
he is I think, ostensibly our Hollywood legend
Okay.
for the episode. Yeah.
And boy, he's a mean little fucker in this.
He is. There is a comparison to him. I don't remember which juror it is, but he's very similar to a juror in
Yeah.
12 Angry Men. All
Hmm.
right, 37 minutes in. We got a little less than 10
We have
left,
to say
and
before
there
that they're going
we
to
have a
read
verdict.
the verdict, but before that happened, Jessica said there's something that we haven't even considered yet, and then it cut to the court scene. So we're not in the know
They
yet.
don't they don't want to give it away,
Yeah.
but
But the verdict is not guilty.
they have found Mark not guilty, and the defense attorney or the opposite of defense, the hell do you call that? Prosecutor is gutted. Like he took this real personally.
Yeah, he was gunning. He was going for blood.
And now
He apparently has
we
political aspirations.
we wander into potential juror tampering here, but we're gonna let it go because
This is
it
a little,
solves.
how does
This
this
is
work? This feels
awfully,
it feels not legal. What
yeah.
happens next?
She's a civilian again, and she's just going up to a prosecutor. She's just saying, "Hey, I want to talk to you about a few things. Can you get Becky's attorney and Becky in a room where we can chat?"
Yeah, I won't waste your time, I promise. And so
Now,
we think the episode is done, and then we cut to this post-mortem scene in the chambers, the prosecutor's chambers,
with
with Becky, her
Becky and
lawyer.
her lawyer, who's basically Foghorn Leghorn.
I was gonna say the same thing. Andy Griffith, but sleazier here.
What's his name? I don't remember.
Uh, he's great. He doesn't get anything but this one scene, but he's awesome in it.
He is pretty
He's
terrific in
great.
it.
He digs in.
I promised Martha I'd be home for supper at 6.
Hmm. Feel like I'm in parade or something.
Do you know? And maybe I'll bring this up again, but I'm very curious as to what she was doing. Why did she keep them waiting? Where was she?
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Like, it's almost like there's a reason for that to have happened. I don't know what it
Because
is.
they made it look like she made them wait, but they don't really do anything with it. I don't know.
I don't
Um,
know.
this
So
is a
this
this is a great scene.
is
I
pretty great.
it's such a great twist.
It
Sort of the
is.
writing's on the wall, but you don't really see it coming. It's great. So
So
essentially, she just
she's
said
yeah.
that
Wait,
Becky,
let's get a little
yeah,
bit of it.
let her say it. Yeah,
Some
she'll do better than I.
My initiative makes this meeting somewhat academic. However, Tom said you'd explain.
Well, Mr. Ramsey, it's really simple. You see,
Oh,
it's our
we should say that the prosecutor is also going to be the prosecutor on Becky's case,
Yeah,
which seems odd. But if he's from the state, I guess they have to do that because no one's technically suing them because it's a dead man. So I guess he would be
he has
the
to,
people
if he's the
versus.
one. Yeah, if it's that high profile. Yeah,
Um, and he says, "Well, I guess I shouldn't even bother trying Becky." And Jessica says, "Oh no, I think you should."
you better done.
And here's why.
Yeah.
that is the juries that Becky Anderson killed her husband.
That's not true.
What the hell is this?
You're out, Oscar. It gets very interesting.
Bunch of damn hogwash. The same evidence that got the first verdict is going to clear my client.
Well, we didn't exactly find on that evidence.
You didn't walk.
Well, of course, it was the evidence and how we saw it after some pushing and poking. One thing we couldn't understand is what happened when your husband arrived at your apartment.
Mark explained that.
Well, not to our satisfaction, I'm afraid.
Not enough,
In
sorry.
fact, we feel that he was...
You tried, Anne Hathaway.
I'm not going to allow this. We are leaving. You save us both a lot of time and work if you stay and listen, Oscar.
Even though you have no
Story
reason.
about struggling for the gun and
Right.
building
You have no compulsion to listen to this
They would have been
woman
out
who has
that
nothing
door.
to do with it.
They would have been out that door
from the
from the
accident.
get-go.
I was there. I saw it.
Yes, you were there, but you didn't see anything. You're the one who struck the fatal blow.
While Mark stood by and watched?
No, we don't believe that he was there when it happened.
There we go.
Really? And just where was he, Miss Fletcher?
He was at the hospital murdering his wife.
Da-da-da.
And Becky's
He
eyes
wasn't even
shift
on.
back and forth.
Colombians salute the flag. Will you listen to that?
Hail Colombian, salute the flag.
That is what happened, isn't it, Becky?
No.
His
Digs
alibi
right
is he was
in.
killing someone else.
Because you were afraid if you were asked if Mark had
And she
killed
loves
your
a cinched
husband in
waist.
self-defense, and you answered yes, the
I mean,
machine would
no
show you
complaints.
what
Looks
No,
superb.
but like so much fabric just being.
Hmm
Try using this as a
It's a little bit of a potato
I'll
bag.
back 10 years. But Oscar, we are not talking politics here. We are talking cold-blooded murder.
Mark Reynolds had been to the Bide-A-Wee Motel at least 6 times. How many others might he have gone to? And on the night of his wife's dying, he picked up another woman in a tavern.
It was an accidental encounter.
A woman he'd been seen with 6 weeks earlier.
We heard it from the skipper.
Testimony was refuted by cross-examination.
It merely challenged.
Miss Fletcher, maybe you can make something like this work in one of your novels, but not
And
in a
again,
court of
she makes that
law.
distinction, not refuted, merely child. And I love that too.
Uh-huh.
You were tender.
And the bartender heard what you and Mark wanted him to hear. The reason for the accidental meeting was to give Mark an alibi from
That's
a
We're getting the
right.
flashback again.
motive
And Becky looks great in that red dress.
So good.
Femme fatale.
Less than a year had all the money. He wanted both.
Next thing you'll say is the car accident that damn near killed him and his wife was deliberate.
Funny you should say that.
It was. A former professional race car driver. He staged it so that his wife.
As he was a race car
As
driver.
he felt. She never did.
These monologue scenes that she does, wow.
It was
That's some heavy lifting.
Remember the paramedic saying she asked why? She was asking why he tried to kill her.
It's a good question.
The fact that she didn't die on impact, and the fact that the doctor said
I mean, what else would you ask?
and expose him meant he had to quickly improvise a foolproof alibi. He called Becky.
Called
Who
Becky.
else could he trust? And what better alibi than to be in bed with another woman?
She's wrong.
Well,
Mr. Ramsey, you have to believe me.
It would have worked.
he doesn't actually have to believe you. That's not what
No.
defense attorneys do.
No.
First
No.
was your being
No, you gotta be realistic.
man. The other was your husband's learning of your being in that tavern.
How do you prove
When he did,
any
when
of
he
this?
came home to your house, he found
I know, it's just like,
you couldn't let
it's
anyone
also very
know
circumstantial.
so you had to kill him.
That's not how
But
it
I'm-
happened. He was furious. He had a gun.
Don't say any more.
I'm not going to face this alone.
Ooh,
You don't have
are you
to
kidding?
tell.
Incriminate yourself.
This is so like Anne Hathaway,
That really was
The
self-defense.
Dark Knight Rises.
Even if Mrs. Fletcher's right, and my client and Reynolds were mixed up in his wife's murder,
She could plead second degree in the wife's death.
Fucking hate the system.
I know.
He doesn't want her. He wants
He wants
Reynolds,
that.
and he's so focused on Reynolds, he's willing to let this woman get a lesser charge because that's somehow justice. It just
But she
pisses me off
did.
to no end.
She wasn't planning to kill him though, right? Like
entire story.
No, but she's
she was
implicated
just
in
had to. She just had to create an alibi for Mark so that Mark could kill his wife. That's why she met him at the bar so that she could go
So here's
home with
just-
him and say that she was home with him. Yeah,
Half hour, 40 minutes. By the
having a
time
drink.
he came.
After all that drinking in the bar, drinking at home.
They didn't
said
count
all
on Cliff
sorts
showing
of-
up. Cliff was
He
never supposed to show up.
horrible, ugly. He had a
Also,
gun.
he just smashed a glass on the carpet and her bare feet were all over it.
Yeah.
And when he found out I was, he demanded to know who the man was and where he was. He swore he'd kill him. And me. The poker was in my hand.
And he did have a gun. So, if this is
Yeah,
to be
because
believed,
they had caught him or drunk driving once, and he had a gun in his car unregistered, and they confiscated it. But they thought like, oh, he might have one again, so he did have the gun.
Back. He said it was made to order.
but a lot of time was spent on whether or not
Yeah.
He confessed
who had the gun, if Mark brought it.
Mm-hmm.
And that way no one would have the slightest hint that he'd killed his wife in cold blood.
And to make certain that it looked like self-defense, he saw to it that his fingerprints were on the poker and that the powder traces were on his left hand. So with the bullet fired into the wall, all that was left was for you to call the police.
snuck into his wife's hospital room. A pillow over her face.
Okay, let's not pretend you didn't know he was
Before she
already
died almost instantly.
I
going
know
to kill
she's
her.
all of a sudden. This was the whole point.
I didn't know he was such a monster.
Like you,
Uh-huh.
you.
Uh-huh.
It's been months since this happened, and you're now coming to terms with the terrible, terrible thing that he wanted to do.
Which again, he was already going to do a terrible thing. The only difference was it didn't happen on impact. You knew he was his alibi anyway.
Like after all this happened,
She
were they gonna be together once they got off?
I think that's the
I don't know,
implication.
man. It feels like this would be too much.
Yeah. We do this really great scene here too. I know we've done a lot
Yeah,
of clips, but let's take a listen to this because this is the final. This is the denouement between Mark Reynolds and Jessica Fletcher, which is also way inappropriate.
yeah.
How can I thank you for your verdict?
There's no need. The satisfaction is knowing that the right thing has been done.
Nevertheless, I just want you to know, I'll always remember you.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure you will.
She walks away.
He's
He's
apprehended.
apprehended by the sheriff department. She looks in resignation, gives him an eyebrow, and walks away.
He's like, you bitch.
Now, since he has not been tried for the murder of his wife, they're gonna have to do that shit all over again.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it is very possible, although possibly also that she would be discredited for him to for her to be called. So she's gonna have to do that all
Jessica?
over again.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
because they're going to have to explain that she was on the jury of another one when she came to this conclusion, and they could try to avoid all of that, but they can't tell a jury that he wasn't already acquitted of this
Yeah.
previous crime against
Yeah.
this other person. Like it's already complicated,
It's
and
it's
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 also
very
yeah,
it's very messy. Yeah. Um, and that's why it's TV land. She gets to give her little smirk at the end, like, yeah, I got you, and then
right.
walk off into the sunset.
Like how about that? It's a
Yeah,
real take that bitch moment.
kind of.
Yeah.
In a very grave moment, like it is very depressing, this one.
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
Like
Again,
that poor
highs and
woman,
lows.
that poor woman was
Yeah.
smothered while I just think he is really despicable. And I like that um was it Becky has the moment at
Yeah.
the end where she's like, I couldn't believe that he was so evil in that moment, basically, right? Um,
Which again, she already knew he was going to do. Like
yeah.
again,
Like, why are
she
you
may
acting
not have
brand new?
known, but like she knew he was going to try to kill her. If we're led to believe that theirs was a serious relationship.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it had to have been. You don't call an acquaintance to say, "Will you be my alibi?
No.
Will you be my alibi? You can be a long lost pal. I can call you Becky." He does say that. No, he says Betty. Yeah. So it's you would call someone that you trust and that you probably have a ongoing relationship with. But
Yeah.
yeah,
It
she's
just makes
awful
me
too.
wonder, like, what have they,
Yeah.
what are the conversations that they have been having that led up to these decisions that they made to essentially kill their lovers and spouses?
Well, and that okay, so let's wallow. Uh
Let's swallow a bit. Let's dig in.
6 weeks earlier, before the car crash,
Hmm.
they were spotted together by the skipper
Hmm.
at the hotel.
Yeah.
Were they just having sex or were they discussing conspiratorial way to get rid of his wife?
Like, did she want in on the money too? It's hard to because we don't really go into it. We go into the fact that
I
she
mean, you don't
did
do that for kicks.
no.
You don't become this
No,
sort
but
of
what if you
alibi for
felt so
kicks, but
implicated already that like you were like, I guess there's no turning back now, even if you were never sort of I don't know, because she seems to have some remorse at the end there,
because
but
she's
then how
caught.
could she I guess
I
maybe
don't
she's
buy
just
it
been
for
on
a
like
second.
survival mode the whole time. And now she's finally like confronting the terrible fucking shit she did because she has to be held accountable for it. Maybe. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an interesting character. I'm very
I mean,
I'm very drawn to
yeah,
her in this episode, like what's she doing, what her face is doing. So,
I know we have to do it because that's how the show does it, and that's how
mhm.
this episode shakes out.
Yep.
But I don't think it was a wise choice of these fictitious prosecutors to do the trial separately. I think it's too
Mm,
connected, and I don't necessarily believe that they would have been tried separately if they believe that it's a conspiracy, because that's the same crime.
yeah.
That's essentially the same thing. I know
Yeah.
you're not charging them with literally the same thing, but that's why we have multiple charges. And that's why you
Mm,
say on the charge of such and such, we say not guilty. On the charge of such and such, we do say guilty.
right. Right.
Um, so the fact that the wife is completely not negotiable in this story,
Yeah.
in this trial.
Yeah.
She is a non-factor. They're both being charged with the death of Carl.
Right.
Why wouldn't you try them together? It just
I don't
seems so
yeah, and I
silly
don't
to
even know how
me.
that works. I have to claim ignorance here. I don't really understand how
Yeah.
you can try people or how you try people together or separately. I don't
I mean,
I
if you
I
think
don't
about
I
it,
don't know.
one of the most famous at the it just comes to mind is the Menendez brothers. They were charged at the
Sure.
same time,
Were they
and
tried
they were not.
together?
Yes,
See, that's what I it feels like that
I
doesn't
don't know if
happen
they were
very
sentenced
often.
at the exact same time, but they were
Right.
because they were both implicated in the same crimes against their parents.
Hmm. And together.
Write in, folks,
Yeah.
if you know your shit.
Yeah. Let us know.
Write in. I got to
Any
read more.
lawyers out there?
Uh,
Tell us how it works.
that's how it works. Because again, this is I mean, and that's one reason that I get a little cranky when it comes to, oh, it's just fiction, because fiction paints how we read, how what we think reality is. And
Yeah.
that's why jury selection has to include shit like what TV shows do you watch? Because as long as
Mm.
we say, oh, this movie, it's not a documentary, but it's inspired by those events, the general public is still going to use that to create their own inherent biases because that's the way they think things are.
Yeah, and that's where
And
they
we already
experience
do that
it.
in real life.
Yeah.
We're doing that now in the news with this person did this and maybe this person is this and they're related to this person.
Oh yeah.
That's what we do in every, and I don't even just mean current
We
events. I
try to
mean,
sense make. It's a survival instinct for sure. But it also doesn't it doesn't serve us in a lot of ways.
mm, mm, mm.
Um, so we're rounding back to the beginning. Um,
We're
I feel
turning the
like
clubhouse.
we're this has been an interesting episode because we haven't really talked about it necessarily in sequence because it wasn't
Nor
really
have they.
organized that way. Which I appreciate. So I think I'd like to talk about it in little blocks to sum up my feelings. Um, and maybe we start with like the jurors themselves
Mm,
because that's basically the thing that is moved over from that genre template of 12 Angry Men, and that's the
right.
experience we're getting here. So as far as the jurors themselves go, what did you think?
Um, Cartoonish at times, but
Yes.
generally speaking, realistic. Um, we love an archetype. We love, there's a reason that the village people have one of each. There's a reason that Moulin Rouge, each sex worker has a different niche. Like we love one of each of
Yeah.
everything. Um, those are my two examples. Um, but and that's the thing is that and that's what happens in 12 Angry Men is because we do have the racist, we do have
Hmm.
the small town boy who with a certain different perspective than this person over here who has a very privileged perspective. We have the down home charm of this guy who's just asking questions. Um, and the thing is that in my head, I've seen both the original Henry Fonda film,
Hmm.
the remake with Jack Lemmon
Of course.
for Showtime, and I saw it on Broadway. I saw it
Oh, wow.
in the revival that they did. Oh God, I was still with
That would
that.
be
What was
exciting.
That was 2003, maybe 2002. It's probably easy enough to find that.
Hmm.
Um, because I also that was the same. We did a bunch of Broadway. We came into some money due to our business, and we saw a bunch of stuff on Broadway that was out. So we saw like Chicago,
Oh
and
yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg did her one woman show, and 12 Angry Men was a late in decision. Like I think it was a TKTS situation where like
Oh yeah,
sure,
for sure.
oh why not?
It's
And
like going
it
to see Death
was
of a Salesman, right? It's like
you kind of have
classic.
to, right?
It's got to
When
be
you have
good.
the opportunity, when you have the
Yeah, go see
opportunity.
it.
So that would have
Classique.
been 2005.
Okay.
Wow. That was 20 years ago. Okay. Well, there you
Uh,
have it.
enough, enough.
Um, now you're implicating me. Uh, so in my head, I keep merging all of the different depictions, but they generally speaking fall into the same thing. I
Yeah,
like that we get to know a little bit about each of them. Knowing more than that would actually be really inappropriate for a jury room. You don't share that information.
fair.
Um, you
Yeah,
don't get to know. You're actually not supposed to really get personal
you're
or
supposed to
find
talk about the
connections with each
case.
other.
Yeah,
And only in
supposed to
those rooms,
shut
only in
up
that
and
room.
talk about the case with these people in this room.
Yeah.
It's really
Now
like bad reality TV. Oh,
immediately it's fantasy that Jessica's been selected.
uh-huh.
Um, but again, that's why it's a TV show, not uh, a
But
documentary.
who else could be? I mean, she's got to be it. She's got to be the one.
Well, because it's interesting because I have to remind myself, I don't remember, is Henry Fonda the foreman in 12 Angry Men?
I can't remember.
I mean, it would make sense if he was because he speaks
And
the
Jack
most.
Lemmon. Yeah.
Um, because George C. Scott, who turns out to be his biggest antagonist, is juror number three. And that's
Oh,
an
he's so
important
good. He's so
distinction.
grouchy.
Yeah, he's awful.
Mm.
And Cobb is it in the original as well.
Mm.
So he what's his name? Yeah. So okay, let me see. No, he's not the foreman. And that's important because B. Vance is the foreman in the remake. See, it's all coming back to me. Uh,
Sing it, girl.
let me see. Fonda is juror number eight, actually. So
Mm.
if we go through, oh, thank you, Wikipedia. You actually explain it for me. So the foreman in 12 Angry Men is a calm and methodical assistant high school football coach. Okay.
All right.
I don't know if
All
we have
right.
quite that. Do we have that equivalent?
Here it's Jessica.
Yeah, I guess it must be.
She's a high school teacher.
Um, Number two, a meek and unpretentious bank teller who is easily flustered but eventually stands up for himself. Kind of Vicki Lawrence, actually.
Yeah, a little bit. The sycophantic one. Absolutely.
Um, hot-tempered, number three, a hot-tempered owner of a messenger service who is estranged from his son. He is most passionate about the guilty verdict. That is our radio DJ
No, I
who,
think most passionate about the guilty verdict. That is going to be oh gosh, what's his name?
not the guy across from her.
I think it's the one next to her.
Mm. Oh, right. The one who says that all of this rich man lawyer situation,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
anti.
exactly.
I would
Yeah.
find him more connected to um, the xenophobic garage owner only
Okay.
because um, of his distrust of the system,
Ah, I see, I see.
I think. Let's see, turn number four. But again, this is not a song by song
No, 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 no.
collection. Number four, an unflappable, conscientious, analytical stockbroker who is concerned only with facts, not opinions. Okay, I think we have that represented here. We have a couple people
Sure.
who say, even I know you can't talk about uh what do you call it? Lie detector tests, like
Oh,
that kind of
right.
thing. Like,
Oh, but we heard it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that
And that's
moment.
the
But we
other thing
heard
too.
it. When you
That's
let
the other
something
thing too.
slip
Like
in court.
the
Yeah.
whole concept of stricken from the record, I think is kind of bullshit.
It's all a
Um,
ruse. It's smoke and mirrors.
Number five. Jack Klugman, actually, a Baltimore Orioles fan who grew up in a violent slum and is sensitive to bigotry towards slum kids.
Yikes.
Do we have, let's see, we
Not
probably have
really.
yeah, we don't get to know anybody quite that. Yeah. Well, because also the in 12 Angry Men, it's worth noting that that play is really about class as well.
Oh, for sure.
This is a
There's a little
rich
bit of
guy.
that going on, but there's a
This
lot of sexism in this scene too.
Oh sure. Well,
In this
because
one,
also
obviously we have it because we have
this
women
is
in
all
this juror room. But yeah,
yeah, and I've seen 12 Angry Jurors as well as a community theater production where
mm.
it was mixed. And of course you can't not have that be relevant. Gender and is always going to
Oh,
change the
absolutely.
perspective of the cast.
The
And
way
that's what
that
makes
like,
things fun actually sometimes. That's why I love casting like that shit.
mhm. Just the way the radio jockey speaks to Vicki Lawrence is so like diminutive and like,
To Jessica
ugh,
too. And
it's
Jessica's
yeah.
actually far
Oh,
more
frankly,
formidable.
yes, yeah. Just incredibly
Um,
misogynistic.
let's see, a tough but principled, courteous house painter who stands up to others, especially over the elderly being verbally abused. Yeah, maybe. An
Sure.
impatient, wisecracking salesman who's more concerned about the Yankees game he is missing than the case. That's actually a little bit more of the guy across from him too. He just wants to go back to his job.
Yeah,
Um, a humane, justice-seeking architect, father of three, initially the only one to question the evidence and vote not guilty. The closing scene is yes, so that's Henry Fonda. Um,
yes.
but again, Jessica doesn't vote not guilty in the little blind taste test. She votes
Yeah.
undecided
Yeah.
because, again, she has to be the teacher.
And she wants to
Uh,
troll.
a thoughtful
Yeah.
and intelligent elderly man who is highly observant of the witnesses' behaviors and their possible motivations. Hmm. That's probably the older guy that we were talking about from,
Sure.
yeah, sure. A
Sure.
pushy, loudmouth, xenophobic garage owner. We don't really get into race here because, again, it's a bunch of white people. Gentlemanly
Frankly.
European watchmaker, naturalized citizen, demonstrates strong respect for democratic values such as due process. I forgot about him, but yeah, there is a non uh American born character in this. And then finally an indecisive and easily distracted advertising executive who's kind of just there, which I guess is that guy in the middle that you mentioned, the one who looked like
He
Bob
literally is
Newhart.
just there. He says like nothing. He just looks around and says, "Yeah. No. Yeah."
Yeah, and obviously
This
those
is a
things have
fun
changed
cast.
especially, but
Yeah.
yeah,
This is a
I was
fun
just
cast.
curious
I
how
think
the
it's
parallels were.
totally. Um, I don't know that anybody stands out, which is probably good. They're all kind of at the same level.
The ones who stand out, I
You know what
guess,
I
are the
mean?
more passionate ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They really are
But
just placeholders for fodder here, as far as I'm concerned. Most of them.
yeah,
Um, and to
yeah.
provide some sort of antagonism and to sort of bring the vibe. But again, like I said it earlier, like I I actually thought this episode was a two-parter because I thought that there was so much to cover. But then when I was rewatching, I was like, there's just a lot of arguing in the jury room. And it's actually pretty simple when we break it down, right? So,
Well, once we find out really that it's another crime entirely
yeah.
that leads to it. Yeah. The
Yeah.
Oddly enough, the murder of Carl is really secondary.
Oh, yeah. It almost has nothing to do with what we're
It's
actually doing here.
entirely, yeah, it's
Like the
entirely
objective at the beginning of the episode was not that. It all
right,
had to do with the
which we
crash.
don't know, which we don't know until the
Yeah.
very end.
Yeah.
We're led to believe that Carl, who, if you're curious, has retained quite a physique in his
Oh, he
older
looks
years.
good.
Um,
He looks good.
he
Carl.
is
Hi.
how you doing, Carl? How you doing, Carl? Uh, but yeah, so I think that there's a lot to play with. I think this is another one of those episodes where you could pick a different perspective and watch it and see where
Yeah.
lines connect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as like categories, like Mark Reynolds, he fits into like one of the most despicable murderers. Like
Oh, he's awful.
he's up there for me.
And you know what's so insidious is he's so boring.
He
He
is.
is not
He
a
has like a Kevin
remarkable human
Spacey
being.
vibe to him. Like it's like
I wouldn't even say he's as charismatic as that,
there.
but
But he has that kind of
He's
sliminess about him and like sort
yeah,
of generic, yeah.
generic privileged white guy
Yeah, it's
and
gross.
middle class privileged white guy. Not even like does he like have the grandeur.
Yeah.
He's just yeah, no, he's
He
awful. He's
he didn't even
and
look
I
good
have
without a shirt on. Who's he think he is?
damn, those are strong words for the Tonight on Murder She Wrote podcast. Strong words.
Controversial.
So you're Team Carl in that regard, I say.
I'm definitely Team Carl.
Yeah. Uh yeah, it's I like it. I like this episode a lot. I think it's fun. I love banter, you know.
Me too. Me too.
This is very theatrical in that regard. It would
I
have
just
been
think the
very
twist.
interesting.
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
sure. But I'd just say it would have been very interesting to have seen this in quote proper order.
Hmm.
Um
Yeah, because it
or
bounces
without
all
the
over the
benefit.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it because it's also not a bottle episode. These are they we have flashbacks, we have afters and befores, we have all of this shit, and
Hmm.
so much of we imagine is confined to the juror room, but that's not even half of it.
Yeah.
I don't even think the last 10 minutes aren't in the juror room.
Yeah, it kind of ends prematurely in a way. But I feel like I had watched a
I'd
full
love a
episode of
sequel.
TV already, but then we get that
I'd love a
great
sequel.
button. I think the twist is so good in this. It's an entirely different crime that they
Yes.
have determined in this jury room, and that's exciting. Right? Is that what happens in 12 Angry Men too? Like
They
do they
decide
figure
that
out
there's
that
not enough evidence to
right,
convict
right.
because that is actually the job of jurors. It is not to prove what happened.
Yes,
It is to
yes. Which is
decide it is
where
to
Fletch
decide if the prosecutor
oversteps some
actually proved
boundaries.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, not in
By
the
the way,
case,
we had
but
some thoughts. We think
P.S.
in real life, a prosecutor would be like, another Tuesday.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's But again, that's what sort of makes this fun and makes, you know, Jessica the most successful
Super fun.
busybody in the world.
Yep. Good on you, Teach.
Yeah. And a horrible man is, in theory, brought to justice.
He's at
We
least
don't
going
get to
right back
see
to
that,
jail.
but we
Yeah.
almost never get to see that.
No.
We almost always end at the arrest.
It's funny, we see her at a
So,
trial now. None of
yeah,
her none of her witness testimony for the dozens of other murders she's been a part of.
there is one. There is
There
one
is
where she
one.
does, but it's not for quite a while.
Hmm.
And there's another one where she's a witness slash suspect where she's on trial as
Hmm.
well. That's a fun one too. It's weird, but it's a fun one
She's
because it's so
shady.
bonkers. And it's also like it's and I enjoy, which is interesting because again, as someone who has a healthy skepticism, we'll say, for
Sure.
the judicial system working in the favor of everyone, and someone who doesn't necessarily believe that equality is rampant in the system. Um,
No.
I know, not to scare you. Uh, I kind of love a trial show. I kind of love like I've experienced. I love a movie like a Nuts with Barbara Streisand is a great trial movie. Suspect with Cher is a great trial movie that are
My cousin
improved
Vinny.
upon. My cousin Vinny. I'm one of the weirdos who actually likes Body of Evidence. So it's like and I mean these are helped by the fact that they're charismatic women at the helm.
Truly.
But my cousin Vinny, I still like Joe Pesci, and I don't love a
Oh,
lot of
he's
male
it's a
centric
good movie.
films.
It's a
It is.
really good, it's a really fun movie. It seems like it should be so like B level and but it's smart and
That's good
fun
writing.
and
It's
yeah,
good writing.
yeah.
I mean, I've never seen what is it, The Accused with Jodie Foster, I think it's
No,
called.
I haven't either.
Um
I mean, I love a courtroom scene too. Chicago, please.
oh sure. Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, of course. Um uh, 12 Angry Men, as we mentioned. Witness for the Prosecution. Have you ever seen that with Marlene Dietrich?
No.
and Tyrone Power. Oh, Charles Lawton. That's excellent. Witness for the Prosecution is a Billy Wilder film. Billy Wilder of
Oh, of
such fame
course.
as Sunset Boulevard
Hmm.
and Some Like It Hot
Hmm.
and The Apartment. Witness for the Prosecution is French Kiss. Um, what's another really good one? Actually, I've never seen In Cold Blood either, and I don't even know if I've seen Primal Fear all the way through, but I remember that was another big like The Usual Suspects surprise situation at the end.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
I like Kramer
Judgment at
versus Kramer.
Nuremberg. Oh yeah, yeah. Judgment
That's
at
got some
Nuremberg has a
great
great
court stuff in it.
performance from Judy Garland is in that.
Oh, of
So yeah,
course. One of her best.
I I do have to kind of be seduced by there being a strong woman presence, but that's most movies for me.
I mean, I'm on the same boat.
I don't really care about Tom
Paddle,
Cruise
paddle. Yep.
in A Few Good Men or The Firm,
No, no.
but yeah. And even Suspect, which is riddled with juror tampering and unethical behavior by the score. Uh, it's just a lot of fun to watch.
I feel like I have such a list now.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
go down a YouTube
yeah,
rabbit hole. My favorite court scenes.
yeah,
Give
yeah.
him the old razzle dazzle.
Uh, so
Uh,
yeah, any final considerations, or
no,
are
it's
we
great. It's a
beaten to
great
this to
episode.
death?
We've squeezed it dry. I love it. I would watch this over and over again. I think it's really fun. I love the twist at the end. I love I love that total misdirect the whole time, and we don't really see it coming. So
No,
I think they
but I
really
don't feel cheated by that either.
no, no. It feels like
Yeah,
of course. This actually feels
because
more satisfying because both criminals are implicated in both deaths, right?
well, also it's not withheld because Jessica isn't part of it. She has to be
Yeah,
told too.
yeah,
She
yeah,
can make the case for it, she can suggest it, but
yeah.
Becky has to actually say, yeah, this is what went down.
Yep. It's
Unlike
just so good.
an episode where if they just bring it up out of nowhere, we're like, well, how are we supposed to know that? It's not that.
Exactly.
It's not that.
No.
Yeah. We're not really meant
So
to guess, I don't think.
one of the highest rated episodes of the show, and
Is
I
it?
concur. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't notice. Wow.
It is
See?
it's sitting at I think an 8.4
Hmm.
on the IMDb.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah. Next week's a good one.
Oh, tell me, is it
I
the
believe it
poison
involves
one?
some preserves, some jams.
Why, yes. And the return of Anne Francis.
Bring her back. Bring her back always.
Please. Every time you can. She
Uh-huh.
is great in all three of her appearances of
I
Murder,
just
She
want to
Wrote.
hear
And
her
she played.
barking all the time. It is how she speaks, right? In like barks,
Yeah, she's yeah, that's her. Yeah. Yeah, I love
like a
her in
horn.
the Sisters episode too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
she's pretty
that
great.
one's great. She's so stoic. Anyway,
Ah,
that's coming up next
yeah,
week.
it's coming
Uh,
up next week.
like and subscribe.
Another where Tom Bosley is back to being sheriff again, as if nothing
Oh yeah.
happened.
Oh yeah. It's interim.
You know, as if nothing happened. Um, and we got a lot of good stuff in that one. And he's actually not. I don't remember if he's terribly useless in that one, but we'll find out together.
Right around the corner.
But that's another. Oh, that's a vicious one too. That's some fucked up shit when we get to the reasons why.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, rough.
Butter your
All right,
biscuits.
let's. I'm ready. I'm ready. 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 Um, but I guess that was it. That was trial by error.
Bye-bye.
What a showstopper. Well, I'm Victor Devon,
I'm petrified.
and this
And
was
this was tonight
tonight
on Murder, She
on Murder She
Wrote.
Wrote.
Always a poker.
What did you say? Say she doesn't say amen and pass the ammunition. It's hallelujah, something like that.